Sarah, and Vinny on Alice at 97.3.
All right, beautiful people, Alice Radio. Here's your review of 13 Hours. Stars John Krasinski and is directed by Michael Bay. There's no one else famous in it, which is good because you're always stuck in the movie. You don't ever leave it and go, oh, wow, there's James Gandolfini when he was alive. So this is a true story. It's something that's still discussed in the news today. It's about the 6 members of an elite security team who fought to defend the American diplomatic compound in Benghazi. That's Libya, for those of you who don't know. After the terrorist attack on September 11th, 2012. So as a result of this chaos and this attack and a fire, Ambassador Chris Stevens died. So, Marcus, this is a hugely politically charged film. But before we get into that, is it a good movie? Is it a good standalone film without all the political rhetoric?
Well, you know, it's a Michael Bay film, so going in, I knew what to expect. There's going to be a lot of explosions, lots of shooting, and it's going to be a long film. That being said, it's typical of Michael Bay. I actually said that when we sat down, like, oh, this is probably going to be 3 hours long. Yeah, it was all right. It was standard stuff.
Is it just a 1 hour gunfight? A 1 hour setup and a 1 hour gunfight?
More like a 1 hour setup and a 2 hour gunfight.
Well, it's not 3 hours. So it's 2 hours and 10 minutes, everybody.
Feels like 3.
Felt like 3. Listen, I'm not opposed to action. I like a lot of killing and stuff. I'm all for it. Cutting heads off, all that stuff. Whatever it says about me is whatever it says about me. But this thing was just non-stop. And it almost felt like it was just for the purpose. It's one of the few times I ever feel like they're just doing it just to do it.
I don't know.
Just to have shootout scenes.
Well, let's talk about the political undertones here. You can't help but watch this film and see the U.S. government's massive failure under Hillary Clinton and Obama. Do you think this film will be politically polarizing?
I think folks will see in it whatever they want to see. For me personally, it wasn't smart enough. It didn't get deep enough into that political stuff to really warrant it being considered a political statement of any sort. It was primarily about these 6 guys who were caught in this situation, and they just tried to fight their way out of it.
So when you watch this movie, you're going to see how unprepared everyone was for a worst case scenario. And as these people are trying to defend this compound, it is a barrage of mortars. It is a barrage of machine guns, and there's no one coming to help them. And the elite force that is supposed to be there is detained at the Libyan airport for hours and hours and hours, and people are dying. And no one's doing anything, and nothing's happening. Will this movie hurt Hillary Clinton?
Oh, God, no.
I think it will.
No.
Will the same crew that saw American Sniper run to theaters to see this film?
I don't know, dude.
I think so.
It's not that deep. It really isn't that deep.
I think it is. It's projected that 13 Hours is going to open with $20 million this weekend. You think it's going to make more than that?
I don't think so. I'm not even sure many people even know about this movie, to be completely honest.
I'm going to say it's going to make $40 million this weekend.
You're off your Razak.
So for those of you who... For those of you who are against the U.S. being the police for this, for the world, this movie will fuel your fire.
Yeah, you know what? If there's one political thing you might take away from it is the fact that every time we go in and remove some kind of dictator, that place is in a worse shape than before U.S. troops got there. Other than that, nothing.
The movie ends with...
Well, don't tell how the movie ends.
No, the movie ends with a little, blur. It's stuff you already know. This is, look, we all know everything that happened in this movie. It's just a kind of a microscope on the 6 soldiers. You get to see who they are and what they had to deal with. But the movie ends with, a sentence saying, Libya is a failed state.
No.
In almost every way, this mission was a monumental failure with the loss of Ambassador Chris Stevens. With that being said, I liked the movie. I thought it was really well done. I'm going to give it 3.5 Persians.
Yeah, I'd probably give it 3 Aussies, a generous 3 Aussies. And I might even change my mind and drop it a little bit more. For me, it was so long, and there was just nothing but gunfire for pretty much the entire thing. Honestly, I didn't even feel bad for anybody.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I felt nothing for these characters. I'm like, okay, this is cool. People are shooting. Now I'm tired of people shooting. Now I want something else to happen. Yeah, I needed a story. I'm sorry.